and excellence. It represents the goals of the university, its faculty, its students, and its staff. In the 115-year history of the university, only 34 such individuals have been similarly recognized. The practice of awarding an honorary degree, today a Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, is a custom that can be traced back to the beginnings of academic institutions. And it is the highest honor that such an institution can bestow. May I ask our honoree, Mr. L. Robert Payne, to come to the podium. Mr. President, may I present Mr. L. Robert Payne, honoree for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. The citation will be read by Trustee Oppenberg.
L. Robert Payne has a long history as a change agent in San Diego. His business acumen, civic engagement, and visionary leadership in the hospitality industry is widely known and respected. An alumnus of San Diego State College, Mr. Payne served as a pilot in the United States Air Force before returning to San Diego to become a management trainee with Jack in the Box. Eventually, he would rise to Vice President of Operations and earn a seat on the board of directors. Next, he developed a chain of dinner house restaurants, built and operated one hotel, and purchased and remodeled one more. He was a founder and chairman of the board of Grossmont Bank. Today, he is the president and CEO of Multi Ventures Incorporated, a real estate investment and management company. While building his career, Mr. Payne dedicated significant time to the San Diego community, serving on the boards of many organizations, including Sharp Healthcare, Holiday Bowl, Super Bowl Task Force, and the Boys and Girls Clubs of San Diego. The recipient of numerous accolades, he was named Mr. San Diego in 2009 by the Downtown Rotary. He is an SDSU Distinguished Alumni and was named Alumnus of the Year in 1988. Mr. Payne has also been honored by the San Diego Convention and Visitors Bureau, Junior Achievement, the YMCA, the Leukemia Society, Boys and Girls Clubs of America, and the United Cerebral Palsy Association. Mr. Payne is a longtime volunteer leader at San Diego State University. He provided seed funding to create the hospitality and tourism program, and he was one of the 3 alumni who contributed lead gifts to name the Parma, Payne, Goodall Alumni Center. He also played key roles in the founding of the Entrepreneurial Management Center, the Campanile Foundation, and the Director's Cabinet for Athletics. His deep involvement and support for the hospitality and tourism program led to the program being renamed the L. Robert Payne School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, which I might add is the first school in San Diego State's history to be named after an alumnus. Mr. Payne's vision, leadership, and example have changed the San Diego landscape. His commitment to San Diego State University is reflected in the faces of graduates etched on the buildings that bear his name, and most importantly, resonate in his advice to all of you graduates, which is to volunteer and to give back. In recognition of his many contributions to the university and the community, the Board of Trustees of the California State University and the San Diego State University are proud to confer on L. Robert Payne the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Congrats.
California State University, I hereby award you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the honors, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto.
I feel like Thank you, President Hirschman, Dean Gaddis, and the California State University Board of Trustees for giving me this honor. 57 years ago, I graduated from this university. I met my wife here. We were married in my senior year. And there were 5,000, there's still opportunity for romance at universities. There were 5,805 people enrolled in San Diego State 57 years ago. Before you ask the question, I want to make sure you understand that I finished in the top 90%. Actually, I'm pleased to join those who honor you graduates today and who care about you. Your parents, grandparents, other family members, and friends, you are being honored for what you have accomplished, and more importantly, what you're going to contribute to society. What I'm going to talk to you about in a couple of minutes here is short and sweet, and it's based upon something you don't yet have, and that's years of experience. I got about 9 deal points. Thoughts, whatever you want to call it, words of wisdom, advice. The first one is jobs. It's a tough market out there. Get a job. It doesn't matter what kind of job. Workforce, because no one likes to hire someone that's been unemployed for a long period of time. Yeah. Most of you will fall into a career path by accident, not by a grand plan. Sometimes you have to discover what you don't like before you find out what you do like. Whatever you do, don't think that today you have to figure out what you're supposed to do for the rest of your life. The second word is opportunity. You're going to have to create your own opportunity. Keep an open mind. Exposure to as many sources as possible leads to opportunity. Sometimes opportunity comes in a strange way. You must be able to recognize it. Let me tell you, there are a lot of people that have opportunities staring in their face and they don't get it. So be cautious and be alert. Third, volunteerism. Just remember that no other country has an asset like we do in the United States. No. There are millions of people that go to work each day and they don't get paid. They're what we call volunteers. Honor these people. I'll tell you, there would be no churches, synagogues, hospitals, youth groups, cultural libraries without volunteers. I hope you will find time in your life to be a volunteer. Next word, profits. Without it, we wouldn't have growth. We wouldn't have jobs. We wouldn't be able to pay taxes to support a university like San Diego State. Nor would we have the extra money to help the disadvantaged. Profit motive is important to our society. Appreciate capitalism and the vision of supply and demand. Next, government. Remember, government can be helpful, but it can only hire people and buy goods. It produces no revenues other than through taxation. Work to reduce the number of regulations that are restricting the growth of our free enterprise. Politics. I would like to encourage you to support candidates and issues. Please recognize your right and duty to vote. Somewhere during your career, I hope you'll actively support candidates regardless of any frustrations that you might feel concerning the war in the Middle East. Please, don't let it interfere with your support for our deserving military personnel. Networking. The social aspects of Facebook, Twitter, texting, LinkedIn, and the rest of them. Don't feel like you've always got to be electronically connected. Please realize that face-to-face interpersonal relationships will remain the ironclad way of networking success. Can't leave here without mentioning illegal drugs. You all know it is a problem. You know that the demand for illegal drugs is high in our country. Without demand for this product, there would be no market. Make a commitment that you're not going to allow yourself, for that matter, your little brothers and sisters, and your future children and grandchildren to mess with this stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, as you leave here today, make a commitment to this university. Care about your college friends. Do not lose track of them. They are one of the best assets you have. You are about to become an alumnus of SDSU. There's an alumni center that carries my name, as well as two of my close friends, Leon Parma and Jack Goodall. Together we covered a period of 12 years at this university from 1948 to 1960. We came back, and I hope you do. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Payne, for those very wise words. It is now with great